All right. A very good time, because there was just a question from John Unk regarding, I think it was Unk, I'm sorry if I did not read that right. He was asking what happened with that options gig. And this is like the perfect timing, because you're just wrapping this all stuff up. Yes, so just one second. Let's clarify this. So far you guys can see that your income levels are going to hit a completely different level with supremacy and what that's going to do with elite, what's going to happen in there with the cashback and all that good stuff, with the all-in-one bundle and the fact that you'll be able to do your Genesis products and the product launches and all the wonderful stuff. Okay, that's the next big thing within e-commerce industry. Okay, we actually are going to have people flocking to us from outside of DS Domination just to use supremacy. Okay, because it's a game changer in that regard. But what's the next best thing overall? Okay, outside of e-commerce. Okay, so that is something that we refer to as monetary mitosis. Okay, and I think that's Kevin's echo. So let's go ahead and Kevin, can you mute yourself for just a second? Okay. All right, beautiful. So with monetary mitosis, the idea is this. Okay. This is kind of what we've built so far. Pro is your beginning. Okay. Elite is your scaling up. Okay, kind of your full-time thing. Genesis is your big business's beginning, right? It's your big business that you're gonna begin and source products and things like that. Supremacy is your automated domination in a niche, okay, in a market or in a particular niche. Now, you have all this money coming in from all these areas. What are we going to do with that? The next step to all of this is what we call monetary mitosis, which is the next step up beyond just what we're doing so far in DSD. Okay, that's where we're going to take the money that we've made so far and we're going to multiply it dramatically, hopefully. And what we've been doing for a while is we wanted to run some case studies. Now, I would not be a very good case study because I've done it before, right? So we wanted to test this out. It's like we don't test out our products by asking Roger if he can sell on eBay. You know, we don't come up with a strategy and go, hey, Roger, can you make sales with this? Well, obviously he can. He's done it for a decade. But what we want to do is instead we want to have somebody who has never sold on eBay or is not a marketer, who is brand new, to try it out and see what kind of results they get. So that's what we did with this monetary mitosis. We basically had Kevin, who has not done this before, try this thing out, okay? So, Kevin, I would like you to come on here, share your results, show what has happened. And this is, again, just like DS Domination. Remember what we said. You have to be able to make money without recruiting others. This is the same thing. You're going to make money without recruiting others, but even beyond that, you're going to make money without making any sales at all, okay? So, here you go, Kevin.
We're not a hype company, but I can't shut up here. I just want to like scream right now. So, okay, I'll just shut up. Go ahead.
All right, Kevin. Please go ahead.
Okay, what screen are you guys seeing right now? Just want to clarify. Are you seeing a picture of my wife?
We see Kenji petting you.
Okay.
Oh, you beat me by a second.
All right. You got Kenji petting me. Cool, cool, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and open up. I always tell people take screenshots of things as you're doing them, and I've been taking some screenshots of my results with trading using the options domination model, okay, the platform. And it's been very, very exciting, very, very exciting. And before, I had never done this, okay, and I've been doing this for about, what, 45 days at the most, right? It's probably closer to 30. And I went from doing a lot of $5 trades, and you'll see here how I kind of progressed, and I still go back and forth, but
okay.
the results
Can we clarify something? Can we clarify why you're doing $5 trades? It's because we are trying to pretend like Kevin is the average person.
Yes.
He doesn't have money. He's just trying to make money right now. He doesn't know about how to do any of this stuff. eBay has banned him. Amazon hates him. He's overseas. His credit cards are banned. what can he possibly do in life? That's why he does $5 trades.
Yes. So exactly. So when we started doing this, I did it from a standpoint of somebody who, let's say, they only had not a lot of money to start out with, not a lot of money to get going with, and wanted to ramp up an account and see how we could do with this. And to be honest, my first couple of trades were not so good until I went back to the training and saw something I missed and said, "Whoa, okay, I missed that." And 4 trades in, it was Win City. So here's some snapshot of my trades, guys. And I've made sure that whenever I take snapshots, I love seeing losses because it kind of gives you an idea of the averages. But these are all $5 trades, and what you're seeing here is $5 right here is the investment. And here's the payout, $8.50. Can you guys all see that? And you'll see 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. That means I made $3.50 every single time. Now there's a couple losses here, all right? But these are 15 trades, 15 trades. And out of those 15 trades, I'm winning on average 12 to 13 out of 15 trades, guys. That is insane. I've never seen anything like that before. Never seen anything like that before. So let me move on and show you some more. This is actually another snapshot. We got another loss in here and a tie, but overall we got 13 wins out of 15 trades. Those numbers are astronomical. Check this out. This is actually I was on a kick where I wanted to get actually 101 trades in a row, where I had spent $5 and made $3.50 100 times in a row without losing. I couldn't do it, but I got to somewhere around 60, which is still very impressive, before I lost my first trade on that run. So insanity, guys. But there's a lot of you that are going to want to ramp things up, and I'll show you this. All right, so here we go. We're ramping it up to $20 trades, okay? We have $20 trades. There's a couple ties in here. Let me see if there's a loss on this one. There's no loss here. I tried to make sure I included losses, Hitesh. Okay.
Yep, I see that.
Sorry about that. So $20 trade, $14 in profit, okay? So on this page right here, we've got 13 wins and 2 ties, which means I'm not out anything, I didn't lose anything, I just tied on it, okay? So that's 13 trades. Guys, that's $182 in this trading span of, what, an hour or so? If you look at the timestamp on here, it's about an hour-ish. Let's move on. Let's take a look at some more. Okay, so I got a couple losses here, and this spans, check this out, this spans actually like 15 minutes of trading. Okay, 15 minutes of trading. Can you guys see this? The timestamp on here, 05:24, and then I move up to 05:44. So what are you going to do with that? It's like 20 minutes, right? And let's take a look at the profits here. I've got...
By the way, if you guys don't understand what's going on here, that's totally fine. This is a marketing strategy where we completely confuse people first, and then we try explaining what it is, and then you're like, oh, these people are amazing. They explained this really complex thing to me. So that's really what we're doing right now. Yeah.
So this is $182 in profits that I made, and I'm sorry, my dog sneezed in the background. There's $189 in profits that I made here in like 20 minutes. And this is really to kind of show you guys what is possible with this. You're going to see a lot of videos coming out and a lot of things coming out of me showing you more on this. But just know we've got a trading platform in place that actually works. I like this snapshot too because I've got some losses in here. But these are, let me go back, these are $50 trades, right? So if I make a $50 trade, I actually, if I win that trade and I'm correct saying that the market's going to go up or the market's going to go down, and when I say I'm correct, what I mean is I look at my signals. I look at my signals, and if it says one, if it says trade,
don't confuse them with signals, because then they won't understand what signals mean. Let's go back and explain a little bit what's really going on. Okay, what trading even means first. What basically is happening is you see those flags over there, those flags of this world, of different nations. That's over there showing what currencies are being traded. Okay, but we're not doing forex trading. Okay, we are not doing actual forex trading. What we're doing is we're doing binary option trading, where essentially we are predicting whether the market, whether the price is going to be above a certain point or below a certain point in the near future. So when you see that word put with the red arrow, that's basically Kevin saying that in a certain period of time, let's say 5 minutes from now, this particular currency pair is going to be lower than what it is at this point. And you see that when he's correct, he says he puts $50, and when he's correct, he makes $85. So he's not having to deal with buying a currency and then waiting for the price changes and putting in stop losses and making a trade on that and stuff. That's not what's going on here. This is a very, very, very simplistic version of it. It's basically called binaries because you only have two options, okay? Now, like all other things in life, this requires some navigation through it, okay? Because there are a lot of people who try trading and a lot of people who lose money doing it, just like a lot of people try to do e-commerce and they lose money doing it, or try to make money online, they lose money doing it, until you have a very, very good system and a platform that makes sure that you're actually going to be successful, okay? Now, there are three ways to make sure that you're successful. The first one is to make sure that you're winning majority of the time. That's basically what Kevin is showing you. He's showing you that majority of the time, he's winning. He's winning like 80% or more of the times, actually more like 90% for the sake of simplicity and, you know, conservatism. So if you're winning 80% of the time, then you're going to be successful, because as long as you're making the same volume of trade, then you're going to be successful with a profitable win rate like that. That's the first thing. The second thing is, this is the fun part, okay? So follow along with us on this. And this is why we didn't launch this in the beginning, why we had to wait until this moment, okay? What if we could make it so that you could trade, but not with your own money? Which means when you won, you got to keep the money, but when you lost, you didn't lose your money. Would that not be pretty much insane? And that is pretty much we are trying to set up for you guys with this. And when I say trying to set it up for you, it's more like it's already been set up. We're already running some tests on it. This is what Kevin is showing you. He's been running a test on this. Actually, Kev, I'm going to give you the link to my account screenshot quick here if you want to share that with people. There. I just put it in the chat in the box within GoToWebinar. If you want to click on that, you can open that on the screen.
Yeah.
And let me clarify a few of the things. This is not going to be, and what Kevin was showing you was $5 accounts and things like that. Here's one of my accounts, as you can see. That's one of my accounts there with the $130,000. I obviously don't do $5 trades. I do different level trades, but I'm not a good test subject because I've done this before. So that's why Kevin is a great test subject, because he's doing it the way that everybody else would be doing it as well. And what we have basically come to is a point where you guys can trade. You can do it without risk. You can do it purely with profits. And while you're doing this and making money with this, you will also be making money on the affiliate side, which is the other reason why we're talking about it on this webinar. Okay? So Kevin isn't the only person that has been trained on this. There are a few other people that we have walked through the strategy and the training and things like that. And we have basically made it completely hands-free. All you guys have to do is one of two things. Get on a webinar, and we get on a webinar together, and we make money together on the webinar. It'd be like this. It'd be like if we got on a webinar, and we all put up items for sale on eBay, and we all sold the items for sale on eBay while we were still made money. Okay, that's basically what we're aiming to do. Okay, that's one thing. The other thing that we're trying to do, that we're aiming for, is trying to make it completely hands-free for you guys. Okay, because we all know how much people love automate stuff. I don't think anybody else loves automation as much as I do. So we're trying to make it hands-free. And there's nobody in this world who loves risk-free stuff as much as Roger does. So we're trying to make it completely risk-free for you guys as well. So on the product side of things, you basically only have to guess, is the market value of this particular currency pair, like you see there, USD JPY, those are the flags of United States and Japan, is the USD JPY pair going to be cheaper or more expensive? Is the price value going to be higher or lower 5 minutes from now or a minute from now? Okay, and that's exactly what Kevin is doing there. So he said the value is going to be less than what it is right now in 1 minute. You see that it was 103.724, and then it changed to 103.721 when the market closed exactly 1 minute later. You see that's 2 o'clock and 8 minutes and 13 seconds, and it closes at 2 o'clock and 9 minutes and 13 seconds. And he basically made $350 in that 1 minute period. Okay, so in that 60 seconds, he made $350. The one below that, he also made $350 in 60 seconds. And the one below that, he made $350 in 5 minutes. Okay. As you can see, they were all done on the same day. Actually, this was on 28th, and the other two were on the 29th, so day before yesterday. And that's basically what this whole new thing is. It's like one of those things that people haven't heard about. It's kind of like the Genesis app or even eBay in some ways. If you ask the average person who is shopping at Walmart, you go to them and you show them the Genesis app and you go, hey, did you know that you can make money while you're shopping here? They're going to be like, what? No. Like, obviously they don't know. 99.9% of the people don't know about it. This is one of those things. 99% of the people out there just don't know about it. And those who do know about it usually don't have the right approach and strategy to it. Exactly how DSD works. People who do know about eBay and selling don't know about all the ins and outs and all the tricks to it. And those who do know all the ins and outs and the tricks to it, they don't have the power of the entire platform like we have in DSD. So that is basically what options domination is. It's the next step beyond DS domination, because in DS domination, you're still exchanging time for money. And here we're going to be exchanging money for money, hopefully some money for a lot more money, and that's what options domination does. Okay, now we'll have a whole other session about how options work and what options are and all that good stuff. We can talk about that. It's fun financial stuff. But I think the more pertinent question is going to be, how is this stuff going to work? How do we make it risk-free for you? How quickly do we get paid out on this? When do we get started with this, and so on? And of course, how does DSD fit into this whole picture? So here's how DSD fits into this whole picture. We are going to be importing everybody who is in DS domination. We are going to be importing all of you guys into this new options domination system, where we actually have not just a product where you make money without recruiting, you also make money without recruiting on the compensation plan. Okay? And if you were on the webinar in July, we kind of went over it and I showed you guys some of the numbers that we had projected. But basically, we're going to have a compensation plan that's never been done before in history, where everybody in the company actually does receive some payout every single month. And it's possible to make a lot of money without recruiting, but if you do recruit, if you do actively go out there and an affiliate, then you make a lot more money. Again, though, I want to emphasize, you do not need to at all even think about the affiliate side with this, because you can purely be making money just on the member side, just on the product side, exactly how we have it in DSD domination right now. Okay? Now, the risk-free trades that I mentioned is basically a system that it's basically something that we have been able to negotiate because of the massive power that we have right now. We have been able to negotiate certain things with different brokers out there. All of the brokers that we work with are completely regulated and compliant, and so we have no problem with that at all. And we've actually been able to negotiate something called risk-free trades for you guys. Okay, and it's going to allow you guys to take some trades without risking your actual money. Okay, when you see this, that Kevin took a trade with a $100 investment and got a payout of $170, you will actually be able to take a $100 trade, but if you lost that trade, you would not lose the $100. Okay, now that's not going to happen forever. It's going to be for a short time, but the primary thing there is this. If you could take, let's say, 4 risk-free trades with $100, you could make a potential $280, and you would not have to actually risk your money at all. Okay, and you could just pull that out, you can pull your $100 back out, and then you can go ahead and just trade with the $280 that you made. Okay, that's basically what we had Kevin doing. That's why he was doing all those $5 trades, because he wanted to see what would happen with the $5 trades if he could do it with very small volumes. So to summarize all of this is we have a new thing which makes sure that you make money without having to recruit anybody on the customer side, without having to make any sales, without having to do anything else. Okay. On the affiliate side, who's interested about hearing about the affiliate side? Because if like 95% of people on this webinar are purely just our customers, then I don't want to even talk about the affiliate side. But if you're interested about the affiliate side and trying to understand it, we'll go over that a bit.
Real quick, Hitesh, before you move into that, I want to say this. So you guys usually, if you talk to me, if you see me on a webinar, if you see a video of mine, I'm pretty low key. It takes a lot to get me excited about anything. It takes a lot because I've been in this industry for a while. I've seen so many things. We've done so many things. It takes a lot to get me excited about a product. And I haven't been this excited in I don't know how long. It's my excitement level for this is insane. And I'll tell you, these $5 trades that I love to take, the real reason why I love to take these is, one, it simulates what the person can do walking into this if they have a small budget, okay? But two, more importantly, for me, it's scalable. Whenever you're doing a business model, one of the first things you want to look at is this business model scalable? Meaning, can I do something on a small level and get those same results on a big level? Can I make this and ramp this up to a giant business? And if you can, and with this business model, yes, you can. You can take $5 trades and you can take $500 trades. That is a scalable business model. So if you're winning on the micro level, you can go win on the macro level. And if you see this $500 trades right here, this is like $500 worth of profit in a matter of minutes. So I can't stress how just revolutionary this product will be once we bring it to the market, number one. But number two, this is a scalable business model. You can always take it bigger. You can always have a bigger business over time with this business model, and you can't say that for every other industry that's out there. We have caps on us, we have limitations as people, but with this, your limitations, and for the most part, are removed. You can do $5 trades or $500 trades. You can make $100 or you can make $10,000 in that same period. All right, so let me turn it back over to you, Tash, and but that is something that has got me very excited.
Don't turn it over to me yet. Yeah, don't turn it over to me yet, because I suspect that my internet is going in and out. So I don't know if people will actually be able to follow what I'm doing. See, could you hear me just now?
I meant verbally. Yes,
okay.
we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah, okay, there's like cutting out on my side. Okay, we definitely want to go over the affiliate side as well, but let me address a very quick question. There's nothing mathematical about this. It's actually so simple that there's literally no math. In fact, there's more math involved in DSD right now because you have to calculate your profit margins and you have to calculate your fees and stuff. There's nothing like that in this. So this is easier in that regard. But it is the next step up, okay? What that means is DSD, you can come in with basically no money at all and start doing it and start making money, but with this, you do require some beginning deposit, okay? Now, we'll go into all those specifics later because I don't want to distract from the reality, which is, for now, the big giant thing is to focus on getting elite, getting supremacy, scaling up your Genesis and everything else, and getting that automated, okay? The reason why I'm so like, we need to get supremacy out is because supremacy will help you automate a lot of your business. It'll help you keep your follow-ups going. It's going to make sure that you're making money on that side, and that business needs to keep scaling up by itself so you can actually focus on this at the same time, okay? This is going to happen after September 30th for sure, okay? If you're not going to release this until then, there's no way we're going to release it until then because that's when the deadlines for supremacy end and that's when the deadline for everything else ends, okay? So it's going to happen after the 30th of September for sure. Okay, we're going to announce a very specific date for you guys now that we have our case studies done, we have our test results, we have all that good stuff. We wanted to make sure everybody could do this. We are going to put it out there sometime in October then, okay? Now, let's talk about the affiliate side of this because that's the other reason why we are sharing this with you guys right now. Okay, the reason we are sharing this with you guys right now is because we want to make sure that our affiliates and potential affiliates understand, and I said this back in July as well, I said right now is the time, you guys who have not become affiliates and are not building an affiliate business right now, you really should consider start doing that right now because in the near future, we're going to release something that will completely change the landscape in terms of how much money you can make as an affiliate. And the reason for that is options domination. The reason is we're going to import everybody from DS Domination into the system, and when we import them in, we are going to preserve who referred whom in DS Domination. So if you referred 100 people into DS Domination, you are going to keep those 100 people as your genealogy in options domination as well. Okay, and the way options domination affiliate payout is set up, you're going to make a whole lot more money, and all of the people, those 100 people are going to make a whole lot more money, not just from the product itself, but also from the affiliate side of it. Kev, do you want to start drawing the thing? And am I still coming in clear, or is it cutting out?
You're coming in perfect.
You're coming in
Okay,
pretty
beautiful.
clear,
Then,
if you
okay,
want
then I'll just go ahead. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do this. All right. So let's do this thing. Okay, so in options domination, we decided to do something unique, which is kind of the thing that we do best, unique things. We have a donut addict and a guy with a very strong Indian accent and a person from Japan who has dogs sneezing in the background as the owners of the company. So we always do kind of things that are out there. So here's one of the out there things that we came up with this time. The out there thing is what is going to be called the tri-matrix or reversed, inverted, flipped income system. That is obviously a very unofficial name because that doesn't sound cool at all. That's kind of something that Roger would come up with. Like it's like Genesis easy. Okay.
I knew that was coming.
All right, there you go. I'm glad you can preempt my strikes now. So here's what happens in options domination. It's going to be a little tricky, so just follow along and you will understand. So right now in DS domination, let's say that you come into DS domination and you refer 10 people and then they refer 5 people each, that's what happens. You're going to have 10 people on your level 1, then you're going to have 50 people on your level 2. That's not what happens in options domination. In options domination, the structure is kind of set up like this, okay? It's a forced 3 by 3 matrix, okay? That means that the whole company structure is like this. And here's how that plays out. Let's say this is a person named A, okay? And this kind, gentle person named A refers a person named B, okay? That's where B goes. Then B refers C. Now, in usual sense, in the common sense systems of the world, or the used and abused and often redone systems of the world, when B refers C, C goes in this position, right, under B. But in options domination, what happens is that C, instead of going under B, goes in the next available spot in the company, which happens to be here, okay? It's not under B, it's actually the next open spot in the company. Then let's say that B also refers D, and then D goes in the next available spot in the company. Okay, just follow along. If you're an affiliate, some of you might grasp this a lot easier if you have, history of working in companies, but watch what happens here though. Okay, let's say that then we have a mixed bag, different people are referring people. A, B, C, D are all referring people. Let's say they refer E, F, G, H, I. What comes after I? Sorry, J, K. Sorry, I'm in India. I forgot my alphabet. L, M. Okay, here's what happens. A is going to get $1 per person in this matrix, okay, regardless of who referred them, okay? So A in this case is going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, $12 right away per month per person. B is going to get 3, C is going to get 3, D is going to get 3. It doesn't matter who referred everybody, okay? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if A referred nobody beyond B. And it doesn't matter if A even referred B. B might have been referred by somebody else above A in the company. Doesn't matter at all, okay? Here's what happens, okay? There is no real low priority and things like that. In here, everybody's just going to make money. Now, here is the clear mathematical issue, okay? Everybody who has any common sense will see this immediately. Fine, A made a bunch of money, but what about all these guys at the bottom? What about these 9 people? They're not going to make anything, right? That's the problem that we're trying to address, because the people at the bottom in any company always are going to not make any money, because that's just how all the systems are set up, okay? So what we have here is a 3 by 7 matrix. That means everything goes 7 levels deep. So this is A, and here's A's level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. So A's level 1 has 3 people, level 2 has 9 people, level 3 is going to have 27, then 81, then 243, then 729, and then 2187, okay? Those are going to be the total number of people in A's matrix, okay? Now imagine the whole company. The whole company is going to be set up like this as well. There's going to be the one top account that's going to be the admin account. That will be for the owners of the company. And then there's going to be 3 accounts for affiliates, and then there's going to be more accounts and more accounts and more accounts. The whole company is going to be set up like that. The problem over here is that these people, the 2,100 people, are never going to make any money in a typical company. So here's what happens. At the same time that this matrix exists, we call this M1, there's a second matrix that exists, okay, that's called M2. And M2 is an exact opposite. It's a flipped or an inverted system compared to M1. So the guys at the bottom in these 2187 people, we actually begin with them. So in the next matrix, M is going to be at the top, and then A is going to be at the bottom. That makes sure that actually these people who are at the top, at the bottom, are going to be making some money as well. And M2 is the same way. It's $1 per person per month. Okay. Again, that means that now M is going to be making $12 a month, while A is also making $12 a month, even though neither one of them have recruited many people at all. Okay. Given the math behind it, there are too many people. Okay. The 2,100 people here, it's not going to be sufficient to flip it once. So then we do a second thing. Then we create a third matrix at the same time. I understand this is complex and confusing and all that good stuff. Just focus on what the result, the end result of all of this, gymnastic is. What happens is in M3, then we look at who are the people so far, okay, lowest income from M1 plus M2 combined. Who are the people who are in that order? And then we create a new matrix, the M3, in that ascending order. Okay, the lowest income goes first, and then people go down from there. Okay, now the obvious question becomes, what does A then get for referring B? Okay, here's what A gets for referring B. A gets a fixed income per month, just like in DSD. When you refer somebody in DSD, you get a fixed income per month for having referred them. So fixed income per month is the first thing that A is going to get on B. And then also, A will also receive 25% matching income bonus. So whatever B makes, A is going to get a 25% matching bonus. And then he's going to get 10% on the next level, and he's going to get 5% on the next level. So let's say A referred B, and in the giant scheme of things, from the three matrices combined, B made $100. A is going to get $25 as well. And then let's say B referred C, and C in the giant scheme of things from M1, M2, and M3 combined made $60. A is also going to get $6 from that. Here's what it basically means. When you refer somebody and they make money, you basically make money as well. Okay? And the way this is set up, because these three matrices and everybody being flipped around like that, everybody in the company makes at least something. Okay? Everybody in the company is going to make at least something. All right? So I would love to show you a spreadsheet right now. It was kind of unplanned, so I don't have my spreadsheet open. We have 110,000 people in the entire company. Okay, and here's what it basically means. When we have 110,000 people in the entire company, the lowest income earner in the company makes $11 every month. Okay, so that is the idea behind this. They're going to be, just like in DSD, you have Pro, Elite, and multiple different products, and you get paid commissions based on that. In Options Domination, there are just 3 products. Okay, there's one product for $49 a month. There's another product for $199 a month, $149 a month, and then we have a third product for $399 a month. Okay, you only choose one of the 3, and here's what happens with each product. Depending on which product you get a certain number of signals per day. Now, signals are basically a service where we look at the trade and we tell you automatically, you need to go and take this trade. For example, like you saw with Kevin's screenshot, hey, in the next 5 minutes, you should take this trade, that the USD JPY is going to go down. That's all you do. You just literally go and click a button that says it will go down. That's it. You don't analyze anything. You don't figure out anything else, and you just follow those trades. That's how signals work. Okay? With 149, you get more, and with 399, you get more. And then depending on which level you are on, as an affiliate, you also earn a very significant amount of income. Okay, it's a totally different amount of income based on which level you're on. And I don't want to give too many specifics, because I feel like the more specifics we give, the more we distract from what's at hand. What's at hand is that right now you guys need to get Elite, get Supremacy, automate that whole business, make it huge, so you can move on over, and when then you can focus on this while that's running itself. Okay, and while this is running itself, you can very easily be making a lot of money in here, and then I explain how a risk-free thing works. Now, beyond this, again, imagine this DSD. You join DSD for $20 a month, okay? That's like this. You join for $20 a month. You get training and software and a system that shows you how to sell. This is what's going to happen here. You get a training and software and system that shows you how to trade, okay? And then when you go to eBay and you start selling an item, you basically use your cash flow to source products, and you use your cash flow to make listings on eBay. The same thing happens at a broker. Okay, a broker is where, or a brokerage platform is where you're going to make these trades. And what we have done for you is, because of our reach now and because of these accounts, like the account that you saw with more than 100,000 and so on, what we're able to do is negotiate with these brokers and say, hey, listen, we know behind the scenes how much money you guys are making. Okay, kind of like what happens when Roger approaches a company. He says, hey, listen, we represent DS Domination, we make all this money, we have all these members, what can you offer us in terms of cash back? And we're able to work out deals for you guys. It's the same thing here. Okay, we approach these people and we say, hey, let's make a deal, we're going to figure something out for our members. So what we've been able to figure out for you guys as part of that thing is what is called risk-free trades. So for example, you will fund your account, your brokerage account, with a certain amount of money, let's say $200. It could be whatever amount. You could have $20,000 if you wanted to as well. There's, like Kevin said, the scalability is very easy here. But let's say you started your account with $200 or $500. You're going to get a certain number of risk-free trades. And that just means you're going to take the trade. If you lose, your money gets put back in your account. If you win, you get to keep the profit. Okay? There is really nothing more simple than that. Right? It's like doing DS Domination. We said to you, hey, listen, the first 10 products you list on eBay, if you don't sell, we give you all your money back, and we give you the money back for the eBay sales as well, the eBay listing fee. And if you take, and by the way, if you sell and you make a significant profit, you get to keep the profit. Okay, it's like basically risk-free. So when I said it's risk-free trades, that's exactly what it's called. It's a very compliant definition of it. This is not like a risk for us to say this, because that's exactly what it is. It's totally a risk-free trade for you guys. Okay, so you will be able to take a trade. Let's say for $100, you take a trade. If you win, you are going to get $70 to $75 to up to $80 in profit. Okay, win equals $80 in profit. Okay, loss equals $0 in losses. Okay, I don't understand how anybody could not see that that is amazing, because once you start doing that, now remember, you don't do this forever. You do this in the beginning. We do this in the beginning. Obviously, a brokerage platform is not going to work with us if you say, listen, we want to just make sure that you just never make any money with our members. That's not what they want. So they're going to give a certain number of risk-free trades, and here's the idea. You take these risk-free trades and you make some profit. Let's say that we made $300 in profit taking these trades. Okay, let's say we took $300 in profit. So you initially put in your $500. You've just made $300 in profit. Go ahead and withdraw your $500 back out, and all your future trading will be done with this $300. That's it. From that moment on, you will never risk any capital, because you already pulled out what you're already deposited. Okay, so from this point on, you're going to trade just with that $300. And that's why you saw all those $5 trades with Kevin. You're going to take small trades, $5 trades, $10 trades in the beginning, and you're going to build up your level until you're moving to higher trades with, $50, $100, and so on. Okay, that is the beauty behind this whole system. And of course, on top of that, we do have things like we have the cash out offers in DS Domination, because you don't have those kind of options for you as well. So you can have more of that money available to you if you need it. Basically, the best non-risk thing that I have seen that we have done, and we have seen awesome success with this. I've had days where I've done multiple 4 figures, not saying that everybody is going to do that, and that's the test that we did. We took that system, Kevin tested it, made great money with that. We've had 3 or 4 other people do it, made great money with that. I think overall this is very exciting, and you just have to think of it like this. DS Domination is your business, okay? That's where you're going to make money by exchanging effort or labor, ideas. That domination is going to make money by taking the money from step 1, which is DS Domination, and letting that multiply itself. Okay, and hence the term monetary mitosis. Okay, so hopefully this explains everything. Kev, if you want to maybe share some of your insights on your experiences with trading and what happened. Really the biggest thing is you guys have to not get greedy. That's, I think, the biggest factor. If you're not greedy about this, it works beautifully.
Yeah, it is. That is actually, it's funny because on Friday I had I made over $2,000 doing this, and I did nothing different than when I made $35 trading on my $5 trades, right? I just scaled it up. So super, super, super exciting. I mean, it's just take bigger trades. The win ratio is still the same. All things still stay the same because of the system. So love it. I mean, it's one of those things that, you know, like Hitesh said, DS Domination, you know, it's your job, right? You put a lot of effort in to get the results out, and it's a very high-paying job. And this is something that goes a little beyond the job portion. Now, for those of you who are the affiliates who are in marketing and who are doing all this stuff with marketing, here's what's exciting. In the past, and Hitesh has done this, Roger's done this, I've done this, any successful marketer has pretty much done this. You have multiple offers, multiple income streams of things that you offer to your prospects. Because if you had 100 people come onto your list and look at DS Domination, you might only have 5% that ever take that offer, and that's still a profitable business. So what do you do with the rest of those folks? You transition into options. You have another thing to offer them, a second thing to offer them as an affiliate. So for those of you who are on the marketing side who love that world, who love doing those things, having something else that is very, very profitable for anyone you put in there, to anyone you recruit to, having that second thing to promote alongside of DS Domination, to me is priceless. To me is priceless. I've never promoted just one thing until DS, right? And now we have something else that you'll be able to promote side by side with that. So I'm just excited about this all the way around. You know, from the $5 trades all the way up to the $500 trades, money's being made. I didn't do this, you know, 45 days ago I wasn't making trades, and I'm able to have a $2,000 day. You know, I could have done that much earlier if I wanted to, but I wanted to test it out as if I was, you know, coming in here with just a couple $100 to invest, right, and then recoup that money and then proceed on from there with my profits. So that's what I did, and those are the results, guys. This is just something that it's going to change the landscape as we see it. I mean, DS Domination we've been a company that has kind of changed the industry in a lot of ways, and put it out there that these traditional business models where the top 1% make money, we think that's a bunch of BS. And we've shown that model right there, that 1% earning an income, is not where it's at. DS Domination is where it's at because we have so many members making money, and now we're extending that even further. You guys are going to make even more money with this. You're going to be able to do this with DS Domination. Obviously, we're still going to make some insane upgrades with DS Domination because this is our baby, but options is going to run simultaneously.